Buy me now, nigga. Hey, hey, you spoke, nigga. Just let me know if you spoke, nigga, so I can put belt.
As expected, fully packed here tonight. All the seats have been... It's the Mexican monster, David Benavidez. This guy was sparring with world champions like Triple G at just 15 years old and holding his own. In fact, he turned pro at the age of 16 years old. Saul Canelo Alvarez. The Mexican legend, the middleweight, the super middleweight.
This bout is scheduled for 6 rounds of boxing. In the red corner, from Phoenix, Arizona, an all-action, exciting two-division champion of the world, known as the Mexican Monster, David Benavidez. Fighting out of the blue corner, from Guadalajara, Jalisco, Mexico, here is Mexico's first ever undisputed world champion and renowned star of boxing. Here is a 4-division world champion and an undisputed super middleweight champion of the world, Saul Canelo Alvarez.
You've heard of people dancing underneath the moonlight? Tonight, it's a fight underneath the moonlight. And what a fight it should be.
You can hear the noise, you can hear the fight.
And we're off and running between these two really accomplished fighters. Let's see how they come out. Swing and a miss with that hook. Good counter punching. Only catching there with that hook. Straight right just misses. Nice counter shot.
This nigga only be jamming me when I be lagging, though. Like.
What an amazing environment, Johnny. A special night. These two gladiators going at it in the outdoors.
It's been a long, long day, Todd. They've been drinking, they've been out in the sun, they've been having a good time. But this is what they've been waiting for. This crowd can be very unpredictable and quite sensible. It's night time now. They're waiting for the big fight. There's a lot of pressure on these fighters' shoulders to get that job done and perform.
Missing with the hook. He threw a punch and just got countered. That uppercut doesn't land. What a round so far as we reach the halfway point.
Skill for skill, tap for tap, just like a match made in heaven.
And he scores with the counter. This counter puncher is going to wait for you to move first, and then will strike like a snake. Keep an eye on this guy.
To beat a counter puncher, you've got to take them out of their pace. Do not wait for them, because if you wait, they'll pepper and pop you all night long. Rush them.
Beautiful counter shot. That counter shot lands. Tried to score with a jab. Off the charts action from both of these fighters. Nice counter shot. Can't score with that uppercut. Nice punch. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about David Benavidez in that last round.
Hosting this fight.
You know that bell was sweet music.
No, it's a tougher fight.
Here's the bell for round two. So not the best round, but let's see if they can turn it around here.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on you, and that's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
Those counter punches have to hurt. I don't think it's going to be a boxing match. This is going to be a fight. Unlucky to miss with that uppercut. to counter lands. Good counter punch. And so far, the offense has been better than the defense. Got out of the way of that right hook. A lot of effort being exerted here. Halfway through the round, I'm not sure who's winning it.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
The old adage is, no matter how much speed you've got, timing beats speed.
The middleweights are the best you can ever come across. Obviously, the glamour weight is a heavyweight, but the middleweight is the size of the average man or woman. When you get in there and you're letting the shots go, you've got power, you've got speed, you've got pace, you can stand, you can dance, you can do everything. We can look back in history. Do you know the amazing fights at a middleweight are ridiculous? That is what writes our history books.
Straight right just misses. Catch and shoot. Both men step back for just a moment. Hook misses. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Talk about Benavidez that last round. Pretty dominant round there. Let's see how they respond here in the next round.
As long as they don't get complacent, you think this is too easy. If they keep this same kind of pace.
Nice round. Good round.
Here we go in round 3. Who's going to land the first big shot? They've got all the momentum on their side after that last round. Let's see what they do here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Nice counter. What do you think of this fight so far, Johnny?
What a gift. What a gift it is to have a chin where you know you can walk through anything and everything. When you let those shots go and it's just bouncing up and they're walking you down, it's so demoralizing. It absolutely breaks your heart. What else can you do?
The courage on display here is incredible. He misses with that jab. We've seen in the past from this fighter, they don't get concerned when they lose some of these earlier rounds because they know they've got that power that can strike at any moment.
Middleweights always gives us a class. If you've got two class middleweight fighters, you're in for action. I'm quite sure right now, if you know your boxing, there's a certain fighter, I would just say marvelous, but some fighters were unbelievable middleweight.
Nice exchanges from both men in this round.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
When are we going to see a jab from these two? There's a counter shot. We wanted action, and they are giving us action. Don't let this fighter... Oh, wait a minute! The Mexican Monster's in trouble. How are they still standing?
What recovery skills they are. What a shot it was. Completely gone. I thought there's no way he's going to finish this round. But look at that. Look at the movement. Look at the speed. Back on it. Like it never happened.
the way, the connect percentages have to be off the charts. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Let's talk about David Benavidez that last round. That bell could not have come.
Back on the job.
Here we go to the fourth round. Coming off a very tough round. Let's see what they do here.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him. Tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
They exchange punches. Which one of these athletes is going to be the first to go down? Beautiful counter punch. You'd like to see more jabs. When you've got someone with the hand speed that this fighter possesses, how do you deal with it?
So you're getting in there with someone that's so fast, you're prepared to take a licking because you've got to get some before you get him close.
The only fear you have with this fighter is, has he punched himself out? Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. We're at the halfway point, and both of these fighters know the Mexican Monster is down. Thank goodness we've got instant replay. We get to see it again.
I need to see that again.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You still want to fight?
They talking about we still want to fight.
They got knocked down, but didn't stay down. Once again, showing you how much grit and courage this fighter has.
He's up, but for how long? Look at that. On the heels. I've looked at there's nothing there. There's no defense. The eyes are glazed. It just takes one more clear shot. A clean one. And he's out of there.
What do you think of what we've seen so far from these two boxers, Johnny?
Sometimes when you get in there with someone that's so powerful, you've got to thinking. You've just got to be smarter than them. You've got to be like a little faggot and pickpocket them.
Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. They're both trying for a knockout. So we enter the final 10 seconds here in a pretty dominant display. Let's talk about Benavidez that last round. They say no one knows a fighter better than their trainer, and this trainer is certainly...
Mind back on the job.
Time for the fifth round. Is this the beginning of the end after two knockdowns last round?
I have no idea what they have left. How do you come back from something like that? Not out twice? Where's your head at? Where's your energy levels at? It tells you you've got nothing left.
And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. You'd like to see someone use a jab here to establish a boxing presence, but no, they just want to fight. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. How nervous would you get when you know you're facing a big puncher like this that can see? Hold that thought! David Benavidez might be ready to go. And David Benavidez is on the canvas.
Hey, run it back, run it back, run it back.
Folded him like a lawn
Run it back.
chair.
Hey, run it back. Hey, play with Canelo. Play with Canelo.
Clearly his opponent was too much for him, and he's thrown in the towel. And that will do it. This fight is over. They have given up.